Well, welcome to ATB TV. Pete's here in the t-shirt and shorts, but I've dressed for the occasion. Jumper, jeans. Last week, I was worried about walking around the beaches of Coffs Harbour, Pete, in the shorts, thongs and singlet and hat, thinking, I'm going to get sunburned here. Wow.
I've forgot to get changed after yesterday and the day before, Darryl, where it was 35 and the humidity level high.
100%. I went up to Saba San's farm yesterday at Tabil, pick up Serious Statement, and she was hot up there.
Yeah, it would be hot up there.
And the flies were very friendly.
To carry away flies.
Yep.
We've had Monday where you wore jumpers, Tuesday and Wednesday you couldn't get enough clothes off, and now I'm underdressed. I'm underdressed.
Well, here we are, what,
shivering.
11 days from Christmas.
Yeah, we're just talking about that.
11 days, so one more episode before our 4-week absence.
Little hiatus.
A little 4-week absence.
Yeah, so come around quick. I just can't believe where it's gone, 2023.
No, well, you'll be
I might have to do a little bit of a research during the week. Jump out our highlights, 2023 highlights.
Yeah, well, it's hard to think back about 6 months ago, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
It's been, I don't know, the year's gone, but I can't really tell you what happened.
No, well, from a racing point of view, I'll snapshot it and hopefully...
Let's see what we can come up with.
See what we come up with.
All right, so after everything that happened with all the rain...
Yeah, we had one runner.
Store was cancelled.
Yeah, after one race.
And
they scratched Queen of Mel.
Werribee was a heavy 50, so we didn't run there.
We were one of 40 scratchings.
We didn't run at Ballarat.
No.
And that track was atrocious.
Yeah, it was.
And
they did, poor buggers. If they'd raced on their date they were meant to have, it was meant to be about, it was 29.
Yep.
They get moved forward and they 13 and a heap.
2 inches of rain we had, and did you see the Ballarat Cup winner, Paul Bruschke's horse?
Yeah, Captain Envious.
Unbelievable win. But did you see the horse and the jockey covered in mud?
Yeah,
after?
I know. Unbelievable. Yeah.
It was like the horse had been rolled in a paddock of mud, and the jockey the same.
And why it sprinted in that?
Because nothing would have beat it, would it?
No, it just went enormous.
Nothing was ever going to beat that
enormous.
horse.
And there was some other horses in there that just didn't handle it all, beating 25 lengths, and they were favourites. So, no, it looks like he's got another nice star in his hands. He always has talked it up, but I think...
it was a bit erratic early, but it was still going good.
Yeah.
I think it won the Matoa Cup.
Yeah,
So,
and go back 12 months, it was the highlight. It was when it ran second to Southcombe or whatever.
Didn't we tip it first up as a spruik horse? And it started $1.80.
Was that it or another one?
That was it. Yeah, it was one of your dodgy troll tips.
Sit down. But so we only had one runner in the end.
Yep.
The Ingham.
Jack.
Bloody barriers, I tell you. It's funny. Now, I was thinking about it afterwards, and I'm thinking, drawing barrier 15 in a field of 23 has all been the ham in the sandwich. Drawing barrier 15, if there's only 15 runners, is so different because you haven't got that outside influence trying to get to positions.
Yeah.
And you can see who's going to lob okay, and then also you back further and back further. And of course then, it's like trying to push timber out of the road, and he just had no luck when he needed it.
Massive run.
Oh, good run. He beat 2.5.
Yeah. He
And
must have been 8 off him on the bend.
Yeah, well, he should have, both sides of his ribs should be sore, because the buffeted he got.
Yeah, well, Robbie Griffiths sent that King Magnus up there just to knock us over. That's what they were doing.
Which is that, Roadblock?
Yeah.
Look,
But
terrific run.
I think the other thing is, look, the horse was terrific. He was the second fastest last 600.
Yeah.
He charged to the line.
On the day, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ran out of room. You could say at the start maybe he was a bit neutral and got himself in that traffic, but the other thing was all the good chances were outside him. Yeah. So they were all trying to find their spots and just jammed up.
And that's what happens. That's what I say.
And he decided to ease out of it. And I
think got 8 horses outside, you're all trying to find positions.
They weren't the 100 to 1 pops.
No.
They were all the favourite horses.
Yeah.
So, and they were all watching him.
Yeah.
So they weren't going to do us any favours, were they?
No, and that's the other thing.
We were favourite.
You're a favourite, so you're a little bit of conscious of where you are. And some horses would have been thinking, I'll track him into the race too, or maybe I'll just get in front of him.
Or I'll sit outside him.
Yeah.
So I think the other thing, I know a few of the owners thought the ride was woeful, but
harsh.
I think the ride was just a ride. I think he allowed himself to get into trouble, and he maybe, I don't know, not being a jockey, I don't know what I would have done.
So I think,
but one thing I will say, when he won the gong, he gave him one dig, and the horse shot to the front, and he went, oops, I've got there too soon.
Yeah.
And I think he half expected Jack. He was conscious of not getting to the front too soon at Randwick, and I think that's why he probably rode him a little bit negative, because he knew he had that enormous turn of foot, and he only had to go bang and he'd be there.
Yeah.
He was only wrong by 2.5. If King Magnus doesn't bump him, where do we finish? Probably third or fourth. And the other thing was, if he doesn't drop his whip.
Yeah, well, that was last 50 though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's still, if you have a look, the last 50 was when that other horse got up on his inside. He probably finishes half a length closer.
For that next position,
he probably finishes half a length closer. So I thought the horse's run was great. I think the fact that we drew wide and all the other favoured runners drew wide set it up for the winner.
Yeah.
But it caused chaos for that group of horses, didn't it?
Well, the winner come from 18.
And really, if you sat down as an independent and watched that race over and over, who'd be the one to follow out of that race?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep.
So he's gone to the paddock, Bong Bong Farm, and the word is that he'll rest there and he'll be set for the later part of the autumn in Sydney.
Yep.
Because if he has 6 weeks off now, that's the end of January. 3 months to get fit, that's the end of April.
Yeah.
So he's racing May, June, July.
Yep.
And then on into Queensland.
Perfect.
And then back for the early part of the spring.
There's so much good money out there.
It's ridiculous, Pete. Now, you got a few stats on Detonator Jack.
Yeah, well, his 7 runs has netted him 1 million and throw in 23,000 on top of that.
Yep. $1 million for winning 1 race out of 7.
Yeah. And he's been beaten margins. First up, 0.4.
Yep.
The third in that Antino race, 0.5. Did he then come to Sydney? Yes, that's 7th, 2.4.
Yep.
Then he's beaten a nose. Then he's beaten, when he ran third, 0.53.
Yep.
Then he won.
Yep.
2.5 or 2.3, and then last week 2.6.
Yep.
So
those 6 runs where he got beat.
Yeah, well,
probably less than 6 lengths in total.
Yep, and he's in a lot of he's in a lot of photos on the wall, Darren, running second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
It just shows you that the horse has been so consistent and honest.
It's amazing that he's won over $1 million this prep. So the fellow that bought the share online,
cashed in.
He's got his money back.
Got his money, and a horse that's potentially got another couple of good seasons in him minimum.
Well, you'd have to think that going to Sydney, he loves it up there. He's thrived. He seems to handle that way of going.
Yeah, and you're going to always get that little bit of give in the track.
A little bit of give in the track.
Well, that was the other thing. It was so hot up there Sunday too.
Yeah. Well, that was the other issue. The weather. I think by our race it was 29, but they did say the owners that went said he was very agitated in the tie-ups before the race.
Yeah.
Very agitated, which is unusual. So maybe he's just telling us he's at the end of his tether, but he still ran super.
If it's a length, you know, all the little mitigating factors, he's ran right up to, the same form. Yeah, 1 million, hey, and he's 1.36 total. 16 starts, 6 wins, 7 places.
He's only had 16 starts. Feels like he's been around forever.
Well, that's what I was saying. He may be just peaking.
Well, Jacklebury ran third in the Melbourne Cup as a 6 or 7-year-old. 7-year-old. All right. He stays sound for the next 2 years. How much does he win in his career?
With all these if he stayed in Sydney with all these pop-up races, he could end up $3.5–4 million.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, easily. He might only have a listed third against his name, Darren.
You know these blokes that are in him?
Yeah.
They're going to need a bigger house. They're going to get a bigger boat.
A bigger boat.
And they're going to need a bigger garage for all their sports cars.
And a bigger wallet.
And less horses.
A bigger wallet. Yeah.
They're going to need a bigger
wallet. This is... You talk about horses and all. This is your dream
He's a dream horse, isn't he?
Dream horse.
And he just come out of nowhere.
Honest, yeah. Well, I don't think back now, he'd probably never been beaten any more than 2.5 that we read out. Like his first preparation, he was one placed. Even in Melbourne, when he had a couple of those, he was still running placing. Yeah. So,
and he was up a lot of weight on Saturday.
Yeah, well, the winner, 53, he was, 58 or something. So that's a big difference.
Yeah,
there's 2.5 licks.
Anyway, I think...
I couldn't believe the price of the winner. I think I said here, Lock Eagle, if it gets a run, still paid $20.
I didn't want it to get a run.
Well, in the end, it was $36 when it got into the field.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm misreading this race, but yeah. Anyway,
Right, well, that's all about Detonator Jack.
Yep. So
we're going to miss him for the next 5 months.
Well, he's been the main focal point on our chat show. So anyway, we'll push in Kyneton today. Queen of Malwa, who was one of the ones, obviously, that didn't get a run last weekend. Well, not didn't get a run, but was scratched at Werribee. We'll have a nice, probably a good 4, I'd say.
I was just wondering what it would be there, Pete, because, gee, we've had some rain, and Kyneton's in a
thump down last night.
soft 5, it says.
Yeah, there you go. That's probably that's the perfect racing surface in a sense.
Don't like the track.
She won there.
Yeah,
What's the only thing? No, I don't like Kyneton much.
What's a 58? First up, 1100.
Kyneton goes into that little Mornington, Werribee bracket, that type of thing. Love Kyneton. They're good people there, though. No, she's drawn 11. Brad Rawiller on. I don't know what they do. First up, 1400. I mean, she's obviously trained up to be getting the trip, but if you go back, it makes it hard. But maybe they might swoop, Darren.
I don't know.
Don't know.
First up, I'd say Queen of Malawa. You just watch it go around.
Yep. Agree. Tomorrow, you going to Geelong?
I am going to Geelong.
Interesting little runner that's been
first starter.
Spoken about it in our little trial segment, time to time. Trap the Code. Trapeze artist out of Crack the Code.
Yeah. So, gee, how quick's that gone?
Oh, it just seems like.
Seemed that long ago we were racing it, didn't it?
I suppose
anyway.
It's 3 or 4 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah, so Trap the Code for Tom Dabinick debuts at Geelong tomorrow. Jared Fry to ride.
Gate 2.
Trolled up well.
Yep.
Been nabbed on racing.com. It's one to follow.
Oh, righto, they got her. She missed the start last trial, so hopefully if she mends it better, she can use Gate 2 perfectly.
Well, Jay Fry's the man, isn't he?
He's the man. He likes to race close to the speed. There's a couple in it go right. I think a Noblet's Sistine Tunnel. And it was
all those Sistines go good, don't they?
Yeah, they're hard to follow. It's a bit like those Jennies. There's that many of them, you know which one's which. And there's a Cummings has got a horse, Mitch has got a horse they're talking about. So I think whatever happens, you're going to get a nice guide.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure she can win first up. I haven't spoke to Tom about her
Pretty
chances.
Astute with where he places them, Tom. Like he's not going there if he thinks you're going to run midfield, I wouldn't have thought.
Well, I can let you in a little secret.
Righto, here we go.
He'd been talking about debuting at Terang.
Yes.
All prep.
Yep.
And then after last week's trial, he said we better go a bit closer to Melbourne.
Right, there you go. And yes, and the potential. I think he's got another one in the race too at Geelong. He's got the young apprentice on it.
Better not beat us.
Yeah, well, that can happen. Has happened. Also, another one of ours could run in that Terang race too, which we'll get to a bit later. Yeah.
So I think we go to Geelong tomorrow and we just have a look at her and see how she is. I don't know what price she'll open up. Probably $6.
Yeah, they'll
$5-6.
Because of the
if they've
highlighted her,
yeah, she'll be unders.
Yeah.
But we'll get them late mail tomorrow for the owners.
She's got nice natural speed.
Yeah, and I like the way she took the gap in the trial. A lot of babies don't do that.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of horses trials. You know, we'd probably have 5 or 6 a week.
Yep.
And I think just watching her trial, that'd be one of the nicest trials of our horses.
And I think when you see them do it both ends, miss the start, which is not what you want, but then she got through and then finished off. Could
be above average.
Yep. Yes.
I think he's the leading second season sire in Australia, Trapeze artist.
Oh, righto. Oh, well.
They're going well.
Going well. Saturday, field's probably nearly out while we're talking. Lake Titicaca. Now, haven't had much luck since the last run at Geelong.
Where's this?
Colac. Been there a few times this meeting.
Yeah, the Christmas meeting.
Christmas meeting. It's
either meeting. 40 degrees or washed out.
There's a lot of Christmas parties. Yeah. It's actually a good meeting.
It is a good day.
Yeah.
Good family day.
Yep. But she gets her chance in a 58 over a mile.
Who's riding?
No rider? No field's out yet.
Oh, it's only Thursday.
Yeah, Neil Farley was down, and obviously it stalled last week. It was called off after race 1. It was a perfect race for her, and if they jumped on speed, we didn't ever get nowhere near race 7. It's only $5, you know.
I know.
So there was a little bit of few keen punters out there.
Bit of money was on.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
And that track suits her if they go forward.
yeah, because it's hard to run on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know, we just need to draw good. Yeah, she's racing for a future.
Absolutely, yep. Tuesday, we're back to Terang. Good old Flemington of the Bush. We've got a few noms there. Samurai Star has trialled up pretty good.
So he's nommed.
1400.
Yep.
Crackle and Burn was the other one of Davenings, which is in the same race that potentially Trap the Code was earmarked for. Just fair yesterday in the trial, but I'm always wary when they trial a week out that they don't always open the throttle.
Throttle was never open.
No. The two in front went along, so it was perfect just to sit back off.
I think that trial was more about race manners with winkers than
back
performance.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think he's fairly keen.
Yep.
So I think that's the that race he's in's 1100 maiden?
1,000.
1,000 metre maiden. It's the Wayne Johnson $1 million plate.
The detonator Jack.
The Wayne Johnson.
So we've got the Ingham, so we've got the Johnson.
The Johnson.
The Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had the Alan Brown.
We have to.
So we're getting the Wayne Johnson.
The Wayne Johnson. I love Terang for a kick-off for a horse.
Well, it's, what, 30 minutes from the stable?
And the thing is, you can just jump them out wherever they love and they can balance up and you've got 500 metres of home straight. Well, it's out of the chute, so they've only basically got one little wind, yeah.
I don't know if he'll be sharp enough for 1,000, but...
No.
Anyway, I'm sure there'll be cold beer in the committee room for the owners. Won't there, Wayne?
He will be now, otherwise he's in trouble. And we've got Norma's Fleet kicking off over 1,400.
Her trial was better yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think
she's a mile and a half horse minimum.
Third up.
Yeah, she ran a second at Geelong I think over a mile and a half. So, and you would just hope now she's with the break more mature and
coming at the right time.
And I think you know her now, so you can build into where you need to get to. So she'd be third or fourth up type horse, and yeah.
Did I see another one that had a little jump out there in our colours during the week?
Yeah, he went
pretty good.
Yesterday.
Might be going to Warrnambool over the carnival.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Yeah,
Danny
man. Yeah,
looked pretty good.
He afforded no favours by the riders through 4 wide the trip.
And still was there.
Still kept getting along. I said to Tom, look, he's been a good trial. I mean, and I said, he's a hard horse to work out. He goes, yeah. You look at the form and his wins have been on pace and then he's come from behind at different times. I've got an inkling that he might be going forward at Warrnambool.
Yeah, well, he had that...
with the girl on, maybe.
Yeah, that, what's it called? That fibrillation thing?
Yes, yeah.
And then...
Seems to have come through.
Yeah, that was a hot day up there at Donald. So the idea was just keep him at Warrnambool with a bit of give in the ground.
Yep.
And just walk him over from the stable.
Yep.
Rather than floating 2 or 3 hours somewhere in the heat, because who knows, could be 37 degrees, could be 14, we don't know.
We don't know.
But we just thought, well, why don't we just save him, trial him up, make sure he's fine, and then we'll aim to Warrnambool, and it's a good day there.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
He's the type of horse that I reckon could suit like Jordan Weatherly, the apprentice, with
she gets four
off.
And she's riding winners.
Well, remember the success we had with Pat Ryan, with the girls riding a couple of those horses where they're taking 3 and 4 off, just letting them roll.
Makes a big difference.
Madam Mischief,
they can't catch them, can they?
Well, you get an advantage straight away of the 4 kilos. Like, it's a huge difference when you're weighted against all the others. So, anyway.
I wouldn't mind getting 4 kilos off.
24, maybe.
24.
I'm 10 days into a...
Oh, no.
I don't say diet anymore. Eating plan.
Oh, no.
Don't eat.
Don't eat? Or
I'm 4 down.
Seafood diet.
I've got 4...
Seafood, eat it.
Yeah, I've got 4 off. So that accounts for Christmas Day. So I can put that back on now and not feel too bad.
I'll get you out there feeding a few horses. I'll get you fit. Put you on the water walker.
I'm about to start walking. Bex said, you've got to incorporate exercise in it. I said, I exercise every bloody day when I get out of bed.
Don't you have to climb up and down the stairs at the trials?
Yes, I did that yesterday 10 times. 9 times.
And what about the dogs? Do you have to
No,
or is that on the ground?
I've moved my seat closer to the door now, so I've only got about 10 steps to get out there.
Righto.
Geez, I was dirty. It rained once for 3 minutes last night. It was when race 11 was on.
Race 11.
And it was like fitting. I stand there going, You couldn't see. Like, next thing you know, it's like some bastard, whoop, beep, someone turned the shower on it, and the drops were like lead coming out of the sky. I got drenched in about 2 minutes anyway.
So that's our runners.
That's it.
Who's the best?
Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Well, the one with the most interest is obviously Trap the Code.
Yeah.
You're right about Queen of Malwa. That's a bit of a look.
So is Crackle and Burn.
Yeah.
Over 1,000.
And I think, like, I think the punters, whoever got on, gave away like Titty Kaka a little bit.
Gee, she'd be hard to back.
I think she'd be hard to beat a Carlac, but she'd be hard to back. Yeah. No, I think
I'm going to go with Trap the Code.
Trap the Code. Oh,
out on a limb.
Quinella are up with Noblet's thing.
Righto. Noblet's thing. We don't have a name, that's all right.
Queen of Sistine Tunnel.
Righto.
Yeah. Who's right in John?
Peter Leonard's got one in that race.
Has he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he wanted to have a match race bet.
Do we highlight it?
He said, can we have a match race bet? I said, are you confident? He goes, I'm confident you're going to win the bet, so it's a dollar, it's a dollar bet.
Dollar bet.
I think it's with O'Brien or
Star
something.
putter. Oh, I did see Danny O'Brien had one in it.
So
Yeah.
he said,
Some names, Cummings, O'Brien.
I know, they're all there.
Well, Geelong is such a good track for kicking your horses off, so
Yep, so we'll get down there tomorrow and have a look. It'll be good.
very good.
I'm sure there'll be a few owners poking around.
Yep. I don't know what comes up the following week, because a lot of our runners are around this week.
Yeah, I think, well, we'll obviously have some runners over the Christmas, New Year break, but yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? 14 days to Christmas. It'll be all over. 14 days.
No, 11. 11 days.
I was hoping.
14
Can
days.
I add a few more?
No, I don't know what the big bloke's going to bring this year. Not much, I don't think.
Hopefully not.
Just
I'm running out of room.
smaller power bills and gas bills would be good. That's all I ask for. I've got tighter as I got older. Those 2 days, I refused to put the air conditioner on too early. And I was quick to turn it off when it was on. Hey, power bills scare me now.
Oh, mate.
Although I got one yesterday, because I'm a bit pay weekly, like trying a $193 credit.
Oh, the government incentive.
Well, I'm giving them too much.
Oh, no, I think they gave you a discount.
No, it was just me had paid too. I was sort of over budgeting, and I'd love to have that 190 back right now before Christmas. But no.
You'll put it all on.
I got to get ahead.
You'll put it all on
Bloody
something.
Tyres on
You'll
cars.
have a bet. You're a mad punter.
I got a $50 bonus. He's sitting there from last week.
You know what?
Because Jack got beaten.
Yeah, when you get a bonus bet, it's never a good thing.
No, because Jack got
Because
beaten.
you've already lost.
Well, I had all my multis and all that, and even a place would have been nice, but I thought, I'll have to have a win bet. And anyway, that bonus, he's sitting there.
Yes, well, I must say, I did take a multi with Jack into Zoe's Promise and some other thing, and of course, they all won.
Yeah. Oh, it's because you do all the hard work to get the good prize. It's like everyone last night, all the multis, all day, all they were talking about on the radio, into the inevitable in Tasmania at $1.28.
Did it get beat?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
2.5 legs it got beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of sad faces at about 9 o'clock
Why
last
would you
night.
take a multi into a $1.28 chance?
Just trying to make the price a bit better, Darren.
Greed, that is. That's greed.
Absolutely, yeah.
No, I'm not a punter, but
Not a good one anyway.
I muck around with a little multi once a week.
You can get. Last Saturday, I was going through favourites all around about things, you know, and 18 of them, and I multiplied it all up. There was none greater than $1.50. Oh, sorry, one was $1.60. They
What's
were
it? Win or play?
place. Oh, combination. With
Right.
like some odds on winners, play. And for 18 of them, and $20, it actually worked out to be $3,000. Like, it's amazing how it multiplies out.
I bet you it didn't win.
No. But I got 12 horses, and I thought, and the Tabalay would have 18, I think. So I just kept times in a few
I'm
more.
worried about you.
No, I was
You need to call that number.
Well, I was bored.
1-800, whatever.
I was bored.
Well, look, last week, you couldn't have a bet at Ballarat because it was a heavy 50.
Oh, that's stuck in time of year.
And you
with
couldn't
these
have a bet
trucks.
in Sydney because it was 58 degrees Celsius. So it was a good day. No betting.
Dogs. Doesn't matter what the track is.
Yeah,
the
that's true.
dogs. Colours. Pink.
Pink dog.
Pink dog.
All right, let's wrap it up. So we'll be back.
Someone said to me yesterday, I watch you blokes talk a lot of crap on Fridays.
Well, here it is Thursday.
He's in Crackle and Burn.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Oh, Shane Morris and his crew were there yesterday.
Oh, righto.
Shane gave me an interesting fact. He's a Carlton supporter, absolutely mad Carlton supporter. Yep. And he came up to me, I'm taking a multi Crackle and Burn into Carlton. I said, Carlton to do what? He said, win the flag next year. I said, you have to wait a long time. And he goes, I just paid me membership, 73rd year as a member. I looked at him, I said, how old are you, 100? He goes, no, the day I was born, his father
signed him up,
and he's the second longest
is that right?
membership holder currently alive.
Is that right?
Yeah. Shane Morris.
Amazing.
There you go.
I haven't seen Shane for ages. Shane, look, don't worry about it because you're not going to have to wait long because you're going to get beaten the first leg.
Well, and if you don't, then
I can't. There's no way that horse can win over 1,000 first up.
Anyway,
do you think?
Train gives you a chance if they go quick, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, you probably.
Everything will have to go right.
Yeah. Field of 5, you're not far off of that. No, anyway,
you're just throwing your money away.
Certainly,
Shane, you got too much money.
He was hyped up about Carlton. I was trying to play him. Yeah, he said they trained well, so they train well every year.
Does he go to training?
No, I don't know.
How does he know?
He reads it on Facebook or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, it's good to say. I hadn't seen him for 4 or 5 years.
Cheerio to Judy Gleeson, who hasn't been particularly well over the last month either. So,
right.
Hope you get better for Christmas, Judy, and I know you haven't been well. Roger, I know you've learnt what a vacuum cleaner is. Good boy.
Yeah, keep at it, Rog. Look after that lady that's looked after you for 75 years.
Anyway, we'll tune in next week for our last edition for the year. We'll go through a few things that happened through the year.
Yep, highlights.
And we'll get into the festive season.
Plenty of lowlights. Yes. Might wear a Santa gear, Darren.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if my suit would fit anymore.
How we go standing here in our Santa gear, do you reckon, behind the car?
Oh, no, we might have to find a sort of a secluded sort of spot for that.
Well, then they might call the police.
Yeah, they could do.
All right, until next week, I'm Darren Dowse with Peter Morganti. Enjoy your Christmas festivities.